What's going on, everybody? Right off the bat, thank you, Josh, for joining up the membership for our channel. The support is greatly appreciated and it goes a long way. Look at that badge, everybody. You got a little Phil right there with us. I think you have an emoji for him too, if I'm not mistaken, Josh. So if you want to show it every once in a while, make everybody take a drink, a sip. Mm, I am grateful. Thank you. Let's see. Happy Easter to you too, Rick. I appreciate it, man. Steve's here. What's going on? Happy Easter to you, sir. Happy Easter to everybody. Mark's Garage. What's going on? Everybody, happy Easter. And there's my buddy Richard. How you doing, Richard? Thanks for coming in. Robbie, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, man. Look, Kim made me up a list. It's kind of short this week. If you noticed, I didn't put a video out. I was really, really busy this week between work and getting things done around the house. We got probably one more big day. Kim and I are doing stuff out back, and then I'll be jumping on the car. The good news is I'm off all week, so we're gonna have a good week. We'll get into all that. Kim wrote down it's because I'm old and decrepit. I don't think that's fair. It might be true, but I don't think it's fair, especially coming from somebody who talks through their teeth when they're mad. All right, let's see. So, like I say, I'm off next week. It's going to be a good week. I mean, it's going to be a good car week. It's going to be a little chilly, but no big deal. Carlisle, Spring Carlisle. It starts Wednesday. I can't wait. I don't think I'm going to get down there Wednesday. I might. I might take a day trip. I'm not sure yet. I'm waiting to hear back from my buddy Bob. He's retired, but he's down the shore right now with his wife. He said he'll get a hold of me when he gets back. So we'll see. I'm either going with him or flying solo, but I'm going. All right. Let's see who else we got in here. Yeah, I know, Dan. I'm always at work. I'm always working. Plus, we got some stuff around the house. I'm getting all my spring stuff done so we can. But dude, this week, this whole week, minus maybe tomorrow, is nothing but car stuff. My main goal is to get the other side of the Nova's floor in so I can get the Pour 15 in, except for where the rear inside quarters are. They're rotted out in there, and they don't make those. And nobody has them around. So I ordered some Gen 1 Camaro slash Firebird from Jegs, and I'm going to check and see if the only one came in, the other's on back order. But I'm going to check to see. I think the stamping at the bottom's a little bit different, but I think they're exact fit other than that. I don't think any of the window winder stuff bolts to it. So I'm going to try to make them fit. We'll see what happens because they're rotted out. Cars Inc. is the only vendor that I could find that got back to me. They're going to be at Carlisle, and they got the passenger side quarter panel. So they're bringing it for me to save on shipping, but I don't know how much I'm really saving, man. They're banging me for $405 for that thing. And there's no sale on it. It's a full quarter. It has the door jamb and everything. But I think that's a little high. You look online, they're cheaper. But in fairness, the ones online, nobody has them in stock. And then when you get them, they want $250, $300 to ship them. So we'll see. And maybe, hey, I get down there, there might be two or three vendors. They might have stuff there. So we're going to take a pocket full of money and see what happens, you know? That's what I'm going to do anyway. All right, let's see. Who else is in here? Give Blood made it. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Terry Moat made it. What's going on, Terry? Kevin L, as always, it's a pleasure, man. Happy Easter. All right, you got hey man, you got I remember last year, you got your fishing, trout fishing, buddy. I completely understand. Let's see what one has to say. It's been that kind of yeah, we did okay. We didn't do great. All right. Hey, big job Ford. What's going on, Ron? Thanks for coming in. Paul White, I appreciate you making it in. Thanks, buddy. Hubby's Garage made it. Cool. Junkers and Clunkers made it tonight. I'm doing good, man. I hope you're doing good too. Floyd made it. What's going on? Oh, God, Floyd. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I hope you feel better. God bless you, brother. Henry's here. Ain't no milk. Ain't no milk here. Mm. Hey, Chaz, how you doing, man? Yo, Mike made it. Yeah, it does suck, hubby. My prayers are with you, Floyd. I hope everything goes well and stays well. I enjoy your company, brother. Let's see. Shopcat Industry made it. Forsaken Steel's in here. Very good. Daniel. Very good. We got a nice crowd. Nice crowd coming in. Nice steady crowd. Very good. Um, Let me see. Yeah, so when I'm at Carlisle, it's wide open. I'm gonna dive in. I'm hoping that there's more stuff there. I'm betting I find at least a deck lid down there. We'll see. But I'm gonna get what I can, and we'll worry about the rest later. We'll see what I can get into. We did win three lots from the auction. We didn't get the truck. We got sniped on the truck, so no big deal. I wasn't. You have to remember, guys, when there's a 15% premium on there, and there had to be room for Kim and I to make money for it to make sense. And it was close at where we were. I mean, I think it went for 4,600 bucks, but by the time you figured in 6% tax and 15% buyer fee from the auction house, that's almost another 2,500, 3 grand. I don't know. We can do the math. um, the gasser, it sold it. The hammer was 20,500. But again, 15% buyer fee and 6% tax. It's right under 25,000. It's right around there. Well, let's do the math. We got a second or two, don't we? I'm curious to see what it is, aren't you? All right, let's see. Let's find our calculator on here. We got 20,500 times 25. Excuse me. Let me back that up. All right, let's try that again. Times 15%. So it was $3,000 buyer fee, $3,075. All right. So let's remember that number. And then, well, why don't we just do the whole thing at once? 500. Five, that would be 21% if you did the tax and the fee for the auction house. So it'd be times 21%. $4,305. So you're at 24,800. So it's 25 grand. So I'm sure that was factoring into everybody's thinking when they were bidding on that. And the truth be told, if you got that car, what are you going to do with it? It's a rich man's trophy. You take it to shows. What you can't really rip it apart. It's from the 60s and 70s. It's like it's a piece of history. That's what the last owner did until he died. God bless him. It was for his to show, and now it's somebody else's to show. I guess you could. It's your car. You could cut it up, but why would you? you can make a gasser out of any 55, but to have one out of the 60s like that is the 70s. The two of the body mounts were 2x4s. I looked underneath there. I saw a picture and I was like, man, that's a 2x4. And when Kim and I went over there, I like snaked my head up under there was 2x4s under that thing, man. It was pretty crazy. It was cool. There was a black 4x4 Chevy truck. It went for 7,500. Now, there was also a Ford, what was it, a 36 Ford, Kim? The last time I checked, it was at 4 grand. And all week it sat at like 800 bucks. I'm like, if it goes that cheap, maybe we'll get it. But it shot up pretty quick. Now, the items we did get were pretty good. Got a check this out, Dan. A set of 781 big block heads. They look like they're ready to. Now, look, they passed this test on the eye test on the computer because they had the yellow paint stick lines on the springs like they had been worked on and done. So they passed the eye test there. $70 for a set of 781 heads. Now, a set of 781 heads, you can look on eBay right now. Ones that are done, ready to go, that've been ported, are like 1,300 bucks. A set that's just a regular set, 650 to 800 bucks. I got them for 70 bucks. I figure they'll bolt right up to my 55 if I happen to need a set of heads. 781s flow great. Let's face it, they're good heads. They're solid heads. Now they are cast iron. But like I said, the prices I just told you are cast for the cast iron, $70. Okay, now I'm going to put them on marketplace if I could get some money put together to pay for some of the sheet metal on a Nova. That's what I'm going to do. So I couldn't pass them up. Another great deal. We gave $203 and we got a set of 40 over small block Chevy racing pistons. I could not see what was the brand, but they range anywhere from 150 bucks to 550 bucks because it's a match set, 40 overs. But we also got a manifold, a dual plane manifold for a small block Chevy to hold two four barrels. That alone's worth $200. So we just it was stuff that you had to say, I got to take it. I'm just going to put it in my inventory. If I use it, great. If I don't, because I am going to build an engine on our channel someday. I've never built one. I'm going to do it. I'm going to buy a stroker kit or just a bunch of hodgepodge of parts. I actually bid on a small block Chevy block. At first, I swear, at first glance, it was like $10. So I said, "Yeah, Kim, bet 20 or bid $20. We'll see what's going on with it." And I never really looked at the pictures. Then it started going up and getting a little serious. And then I read the description. It says, "Good for a coffee table." I'm like, "What?" So I blew up the picture because I was thinking I'd make an engine out of that. I look at the picture really close. The it was sleeved. It looked like it had water damage on one of the piston, not the piston, excuse me, the one of the where it would need decked. Let's put it that way. The surface was a little bit, so I think it was a spent block, and it was just a novelty item. I don't know, but we passed on that. All right, and the third item we got, believe it or not, is an advertisement, and it is cool. Wait till you guys see it. I don't know if I want to tell. Yeah, I want to tell you. I don't care, but a blackjack header sign. It's actually a real header coming out of a metal sign with all the little, their advertisement on it. But it is cool. I made sure we got that. The one thing I let go that I really think that we should have got, but it was like I don't know enough about it. There was a lot with steering wheels in it, and they had a couple wooden ones. And when we got out, it was like at 750. I don't know how much it ended up going for, but I think one of those steering wheels would have paid for the whole lot. But I don't know enough about it. They had a three spoke one. I know they're popular for the Camaros, but it would have needed a little repair. There was a split at the top, and it was the wooden one. So I know that's worth quite a bit of money. But then there was two more that were off on the other side, but they only had two spokes, almost like a Monte Carlo or a Nova or a Chevelle steering wheel, except it was metal with and a wooden thing. So it only had two, I guess, a two spoke or whatever, however you want to word it. So that was pretty cool. But we let that go. So we got three items. We did it, or three lots. So we did okay. Another one I was disappointed in that we didn't get was the tachometers, because there was a box of old tacks, and one of them was a sun right on top. They ain't worth a whole lot, but it was cool. So I was kind of disappointed about that, but they got out of the area where I wanted to be. I'm kind of thrifty. I got car parts to buy, guys. I can't be splurging on stuff I don't need. No. I've been babbling for a few minutes, so just excuse me for a second so I come over here to see what everybody else is doing over here. All right. So Howie Mook made it. Henry. I think I said hello to Henry. Oh, there's my buddy Andy. Andy's doghouse made it. All right, Don's Hot Rod Garage is here. Very cool. Very cool. How you doing, Don? All right, let me see. If I missed anybody speak, Mike Mays is here. Cool. Very good. Chaz, I think I said hello to you too. I'm glad you're here, Turlo. He's my watchdog. He's the sergeant of arms in here, man. All right, let's see. All right, Don. See, Don knows. I don't know what they're worth, but we wanted to be there with it, but it was like it got to the point where I wasn't sure what they're worth. I know that the wooden ones with the three spokes are very popular for the Camaros. I told Kim, I said right off the bat, I know that what that one's worth. It's worth money, but and that's where it had to make sense because truth be told, we're building a little bit of an inventory because we really like the swap meets. And if Kim wants to sit down and take a break, or I do, or my kid comes with me, we're going to set up a table. Man. If I don't sell anything, I don't care. I might be able to trade for something. I mean, Ron, Big Job Ford knows I'm looking for one of those hood scoops. My buddy up in Canada, the guy I got the seat for, MC Mike, he comes in once in a while. He's doing a gasser for this guy Gino, and he put one of those old school off the what are they, like the 500 Fords or whatever, Ron. And I think the early Pontiacs had them. The hood scoops for them are just the Ram Air hood scoops from the early oh, they're just killer. So like in the late 50s and 60s, the big Ford trucks, and they had them off to the left hand side towards the passenger side as an air intake. And I don't care what anybody says. You look up the history; it's obvious. Pontiac copied them, and they for the Ram Air hood scoops, and they look killer on the 55 Chevys. They just look sick, and I want one. But and they have them on eBay right now, but they're like 1,700 bucks. These people want this crazy money because they're so popular. And it's like, I'm not paying that. You can get a fiberglass, perfect rendition fiberglass one for a buck and a quarter on eBay too. So, but then you would need a grill. So I would probably have to try to fabricate a grill, which I might do. I don't know. We'll see. I ain't paying 1,700 bucks for for a hood scoop. But if I'm at a swap meet and I got a set of 781 big block heads, that go a long way towards getting that. If the guy was willing to swap or something, haggle, make a deal. Sometimes a part makes more sense and saves you a couple bucks than the money. So that's where I'm at with that. Hey, Brian made it. What's going on, dude? Yeah, Kim was Gordon Walker's here. What's going on, Gordon? Hey, listen, buddy, I got that I'm gonna get that out to you. I'm gonna get you a set of stickers, buddy. Where'd you put that? You sent me your address somewhere, and I gotta go find it. So make sure you write it down one more time. I'm very clumsy, but I will get you a set of stickers, buddy. Hopefully you'll have them in time before you go to your event in Michigan there. All right. Yeah, and right now, Dan, it makes sense. It's like everything's so expensive. Like I was at the Marist Grove swap meet when Kim and I went, and man, I mean, everybody's jacking the prices of their parts way, way up. So, and money's worth less and less right now with inflation. So it kind of makes sense. But don't worry, you guys are going to get a good look at Carlisle. I'm going to bring my camera with me. Now, listen, they have car corrals. I'm going to try to spend a day at there's two separate car corrals, I believe. There's actually one at the Carlisle Auto Mall or something that's right across the street. It's inside. We're going to go in. We're going to go in, and it's probably like a mini Meekum kind of setup. But there's also car corral right in on the 80 acres where they just push them in and or drive them in, and it's just what it says, a car corral. A bunch of people get around it and they just start bidding on the cars, you know and that's what probably would have happened had Kim and I won that truck. We Not this week, we wouldn't have taken it, but we would have took it to the GM Carlisle and see what kind of money we could turn around on it, or something like that, because I got 5 cars sitting out here. So, but if we wanted to play with it for a year, maybe we would have. But right now, I'm looking where I can make a couple extra bucks for parts for the cars. I try to sustain, and it's not working out right now, if you'd asked Kim, but we're working on it. I'm trying to sustain where I can, have my hobby and not take any of the house money. I do it with overtime right now. We flipped that bike. We doubled our money on that bike. We made nice money on that, and that fueled some parts, but we still got a long way to go. I'm embarrassed I didn't get anything done this week, man. I had so much going on. I want to finish up the back of that 55 with the thing, but my main goal this week is to work on the Nova and get that floor done. I want to get that done and start getting ready to hang the outside sheet metal. But I got to be able to get some sheet metal. I know I got 1/4 coming. The guy's like, "It don't have a sale. Do you still want it?" I'm like, "Yeah, because I can't find any." I'll make do. I'll patch the sail if it's messed up, but I don't think it is. Chevy Shane's here. What's going on? Everything's going good, buddy. I saw that truck you got, man. Big old monster truck, Mike. That's crazy, dude. You always getting something cool, man. Pirates Cove's going in the house, man. What's happening, brother? Have a sip. Oh, that's great, man. See what we got here. Ooh, man, I hate the wind, Brian. I mean, I don't mind the cold if it was just a still cold. As soon as the wind starts kicking up, that's it, man. I'm done. I'm out. You can count me out of that. Yeah, Robbie, horse trading, man. Sorry, I'm going back and reading some of the comments. I like seeing what everybody's got to say, but you're right, dude. Horse trading. See what I can do. Like if I'm down there at the Carlisle and I find a driver's side quarter and I find a deck lid, and I've already committed to buying the passenger from the Cars Inc. guy without the sale, and stuff like that. If I find that stuff and I get it, I'm going to get that before. And even if I stumble across a hood scoop for the 55, that I don't have to have that to get it running right. So we're gonna put our money in the right places, but we're gonna get some cool stuff while we're down there. I try to be disciplined. It was like I was so tempted to buy that Offenhauser, excuse me, manifold with the two Hollies on it, to put on the 55. But I already have a manifold on the engine with a carburetor that runs. So I held back. Kim was like, "Go ahead, buy it. Go ahead." She's a bad influence on me, man. And then she'd bitch at me because I spent too much on sheet metal. So I'm just gonna get the sheet metal because we have to have that. Oh man. Hang on, Gordon. Let me see. You said there's the address. Let me see. I know you sent it to me. Didn't you? Did you email it to me, buddy? You might have emailed it to me. I'll find it. I'll find it. When we do the stickers in a little bit here, when I send them out this week, I'm going to send you a set, bud. Robbie, I didn't see any, but I'll tell you what they did have. They had Moroso Chevy Big Block Gold valve covers. I was in on that. I was in on that lot. That was the lot that had the tax, and it had a shifter, and it had a shifter cable, and it had the Moroso Big Block covers, and I think it had a box with like three old tacks in it. Nothing great. They were kind of junky looking. The one that was really cool was one of the Ram Air ones for the Oldsmobiles that sat outside on the hood. There was one of those in there, and I think we got out at like 650 on that. But the Moroso valve covers are $500. They were the gold plated ones. They're hard to come by. You look on the internet, they're $500. I told Kim that them alone are worth the money. We should have made other people pay up a little more. I just didn't want to go. If I wasn't going to Carlisle, I can be 100% honest with you guys. If I was not going to Carlisle this week, I'd have spent a lot more money on that auction. But that's when I told Kim. I said, "Look, I'm going to Carlisle next week. I don't want to use up all my wham money on this auction. I have to go down there for stuff I really got to get. I got stuff I really got to get." So that's the only reason we didn't leave with like 6 or 7 lots, and that's the truth. We got a couple though. We're happy with our haul. We'll show you that stuff I guess I gotta pick it up tomorrow. I would've got it today. The only reason I wanted it today, and Kim's like, "No, they won't let you. You gotta get it tomorrow." But the only reason I wanted it today was to show you guys that black Jack Header, sign that I got, or advertisement rather, not really. I guess it's a sign, but it's an advertisement. It's a header sticking out of the side of a sign. It's so cool. Yo, what's going on? Larry made it, man. What's going on? Larry McConnell. What's happening, brother? Hey, Thorpe's here. Cool. Outstanding. There's actually I was gonna say something I forgot to tell you, Kim, when I got home. I was looking on Facebook and there's a swap meet tomorrow at the Cecil County drag strip, but we got too much stuff to do. I would have loved to gone. They had a car show slash swap meet. Probably would have been pretty good. It's right down the street in Maryland. It's about an hour away. But I got too much going on tomorrow. Tomorrow's like my last. I got to get stuff around the house done day, and then I can start jumping back on the car stuff. So you can't do everything. It's like I always tell my son that you can't do everything. So I can't do everything either. Lonnie, what's going on? Yeah, Don, you get the floor. That's gonna be. I was gonna say to you, Don. I was watching, or not watching, watching, looking at pictures on a Tri Five, uh, one of the car groups I'm in, and somebody was complaining like 2 weeks ago that they paid a shop to put a new floor in a convertible, and they didn't fit the doors first or something like that, and he feels like the whole thing moved a little bit. His gaps are a wreck. So make sure. Are you going to leave the doors on and closed when you take the floor out, or are you just going to take the doors off after? Because they're fitted. It looks really good right now. So I don't know. I mean, are you going to brace it at where it is, or are you going to use the doors to kind of hold it together? That's going to be an event, man. It was fun on my car, but I mean, on a convertible, it's a whole different ball game. You ain't got nothing up top. Yeah, it is going to take some time. Ah, all right, on to the next thing. So far we got this covered. Kim called me an old man. I'm off next week. We're going to talk. We went through Carlisle. We talked about our auction stuff. All right. Here's one. It's like me and my son carried all the Nova seats into the garage. I want to say, I don't know if it was Thursday last week or something, and I noticed the the bench seat for the front has like two or three broken springs on the driver's side, and I think there's one on the passenger side that might be broken too. I mean, completely broken. I think you can buy springs for that. And now I'm looking at more work on the seat. So I guess the question is, do we want to get the seat cover, the foam, and now look for springs to fix the frame, or do we want to get buckets? Kim would like to hear everybody's feedback on that as well. Bucket seats for the Nova, or stick with the bench seat and try to fix the broken springs. Let us know. Your opinion matters to us. What's going on? Pat made it, dude. Thanks for coming in, man. There you go. Kim would like a vote. All right, Gordon, have a sip, bub. Oh, Dave says bucket. Torp says bucket. Steve's bench. Lonnie's bucket. Forsaken Steel's bench. Kim, you'll have to add these all up. Well, just vote. Everybody vote. And then tomorrow, when I get the chat up, we'll go in there, and we're right around 29 minutes, Kim, and we'll count it all up, and then we'll Make our big decision. Thanks for coming in. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that, man. I tell you, some nights I'm not gonna have beer or my favorite adult beverage. Shane, have a sip of soda, have a sip of iced tea, have a sip. we all- we're all in that situation sometimes. Floyd says bucket. Very cool. All right, that's right. Take a sip. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to get my yard ready for winter, or just winter for summer. So we won't have. So it's like self-maintaining. Right now, I cut my grass 2 days ago and it needs cut again already in the back. It's just a weed out there. It just shoots straight up. It's so thick this time of year. There's bald spots though. So I got that stuff you put it down. It's got seeds to fill in the bald spots. So it's gonna when I put that down, it's gonna be even crazier. But we got a tractor, so we'll just keep plowing through it till it straightens out. Yo, Shaky made it. What's going on, man? Is Rick in here? I don't know if I saw Rick yet. There he is. Yeah, Rick's here, dude. I love that video you put out today. I'm telling you, I didn't miss a second for that of that video. I watched that thing front to back, and I loved how you cut from race to race to race. You didn't mess around. That was so smart. I don't know if you realized. I'm sure you did, but dude, people, you know how everybody tries to fast forward videos. Ain't nobody gonna fast through that video because you're right into the races. And I love how you mixed in the big end on a few of them, man. That was a really cool video. Well done, dude. Well done. Outstanding. I enjoyed it. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You looked at that Renault a little too long, dude. You will not fit in that car. It's bigger than your golf cart, but you got to get down and in that thing, and you're just a little too big. You're not gonna fit, dude. You got it, buddy. And that's not a cut or a rip. You're just a big dude. You ain't gonna fit in that car. Yo, what's going on? Cody's here, man. Thanks for coming in. That's all right, dude. Mm. Yo, Swamp Thing's here, man. What's going on? Tony, what's happening? Uh-oh. We're a little bit past today, so let's set up. Let me get myself set up and organized here. I'm a little out of sorts. All right. I'm going here. Let's go. Oh, geez, I didn't do that. Yep, there it is. Yep, okay. All right, guys. We're going to do stickers this week. We have filled a bucket, and we have the peel clear BW garage. Bring sentiment as a pair. All right. The first person to guess the number between 1 and 30, 1 and 30 wins this set of stickers. Go. First bet. You're not going to believe this. Swamp Thing won. The very first guess. The very first guess. I can't believe it. The first guess. You didn't even get going. Here it is right there. 25. Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing. Have I ever sent you anything yet? If I have, I am sure your address is upstairs, but if I have not sent you anything yet, you're going to need to email me your address. All right. You can send it to jedclampett32@yahoo.com. All right. You can send it to jedclampett32@yahoo.com or gmail.com. They both work. That email is also on my channel's homepage in the About section. All right. Shoot me an email with your address and I'll get these out to you. All right, brother. Congratulations. Cool. Good deal. we have one more set of stickers, guys. It's the peel white round and the fill the bucket. All right. Let me get a number ready. No guess until I say go. All right, let's see. I don't know what you're saying, darling. I ain't got no control over it. 7. All right, guys. I need to guess a number between 1 and 30. 1 and 30. Go. Tony Greensteiner. Tony Greensteiner, number 16. Tony. Tony Greensteiner, number 16. All right. That concludes our giveaways for the week. Tony, do I have your address? Have I sent you anything yet? I think I have. I feel like I have. I feel like I have sent. Have I sent you anything yet, Tony? I think I have. I should start bringing the book down so I could check. Uh, okay, Kim said we do have Tony's address. I thought we did. I think I got his phone number too. Anyway, congratulations, Tony. Very good, man. Now, everybody else that's here, y'all win a sip. Take one. All right. Also, while we're thinking of it, I wanted to, now that we got 42 people in here. That's awesome. I wanted to thank Josh for joining up with Country Boy and with Turlo. Those are my first 3 members for my channel. If you're ever looking for a way to support the channel, consider a membership. All right. Also, our store for Teespring's up and running. We got 3 or 4 different things to choose from as far as designs go. We got Fill the Bucket. We have this on a t-shirt, and we have the old car cartoon, but in color this time. So if you're interested in one of those shirts, go on over and take a look. There's a link in all my current videos and this live. All right. There's my sales pitch for the week. You won't get another one. You might have to get a tattoo, not really one, but I think you're going to get a little badge beside your name with a green highlight. And I think if you fish around somewhere, there's an emoji for that too, Josh. I think if you go to your emojis, there should be a little fill the bucket for you. Murray made it. What's going on? Let's see. Hold on a second, Pat. You ever had a seal on an intake weep? Yeah. Yeah. The only thing, like, usually they leak along the China wall. If you look on mine, because I'm eventually going to get a different manifold for mine. Um, i- there is so much silicone, clear silicone, all over the top of mine where bolt holes were that they didn't use. They made one fit. My engine guy said it's all right for now, but I'm going to eventually have to get one. But around a bolt hole, I would just fill it up with silicone, put the bolt back in, and then put some more around it. They usually leak at the China wall. But silicone's your friend on intake manifolds. I'm no expert, but I would put some silicone around it. It can't hurt. I'm surprised it's in a bolt hole. Usually it's right on them china walls, both sides. Usually just take that rubber crap that comes with the gasket kit right in the trash and just get a big bead of silicone. I think it isn't that what you do too, Dan? I'm pretty sure everybody does that. I think Dan does that too. Yeah, Don, it went for 20,500, brother. But you figure by the time you paid the 15% premium to the auction house and the 6% tax for Pennsylvania, you're right at 25 grand for a car you really can't drive you shouldn't modify, I should say. I mean, you can't tell nobody what to do with their car, but that was a real race car from the late 60s. What do you do with it? I mean, it looked like it had shopping cart buggy wheels for the wheelie bar. It had like a steel boxed off frame. Actually, they look like more like industrial. Sorry, heard you were asking for me. I was on the phone. No, I said hello to you, brother. Oh man, that's pretty cool, Joe. Well, you sent it over. You sent it over to John's. That's awesome, man. I'm sure, dude. He got he it, it, John's work is just a cut above everybody else's, man. him and that what's the guy Voodoo Randy. Him and Randy have built some really nice cars, dude. You having access to John like that, it's pretty awesome, man. Somebody, he's like your neighbor. You guys are close. That's pretty awesome, dude. Yeah, we'll get there. You know, John says he wants to eventually get everybody together, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. I think my car will be ready by the end of summer, maybe. I don't know, but maybe next year or something. Everybody that got his subframes. He was talking about getting everybody together for that. I think that'd be pretty awesome. Very cool. Yeah. I mean, that guy's fabrication skills are off the chart, Joe. I mean, you got the right people touching your stuff, man. They have they have a there's a private owner that has a museum here in Pennsylvania. It's called Eaglesmere. And as a matter of fact, John told me he could make arrangements so that I could go up there because I wanted to look at some of the stuff that they did because he has like a few more than one. John and Randy have multiple cars that they built that are at this Eaglesmere. It's a private museum. I mean, it's got its own airstrip, the whole nine yards. I mean, that you can like set up group tours and stuff like that, but you got to make arrangements. This guy, it's a whole it's the next levels kind of thing, you know. So you got the right people touching your car. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm trying to read. I'm getting yelled at for dead air. I'm sorry, everybody. Sometimes I get to babbling, but I'm trying to pick up what one is putting down about Junkers and Clunkers, 6th grade. Could you guys give me a little bit more? Try I'm trying to catch up. I get yelled at a lot. Didn't you hear that? I'm either babbling too much and not paying enough attention in chat, but then I look in chat. You got that there. What do you I can multitask, but I can't do too much, hon. Oh man. Hmm. All right, yeah, we got to do a little bit of a rundown. Everybody put out some cool content this week except me. You guys all saw up at Dee Dee's Speed Shop. You got Murr, he's back. Dan, I'm thrilled you decided to put some lettering on the car. I was trying to hint around that. I think like ten lives ago, I was trying to get you to go that way. You weren't really into it, but I'm glad you're into it, dude, because it has to have it. That car is off the hook, and I can't wait till you get you're gonna be so happy when you get that Dee Dee Speed Shop along the side of that car. All right. Then we got Don is putting together that uh, convertible, and he's got the chassis out of it right now. And I mean, that's scary. And I thought that thing, you had a mirror finish on that, Don. That chassis looked amazing. You know, I don't know. Did you spray that, or I think you said you sprayed it? But a lot of I looked like it almost looked like you brushed it. It was so nice because you get that Rust-Oleum and put a little bit of thinner to it and use a brush. It smooths out and it looks like it's spray painted. And that looks so nice, man. So he's got that going on. Our buddy Turlo just had his was it the daffodil parade? He just had that. That was a lot of fun. He's got like 3 or 4 lives out of that. You guys need to go over and check out. Let's see who else is in here. We don't want to leave anybody out. We checked out a lot of cool uh a lot of cool content this week. You got Junkers and Clunkers that teams up with Forsaken Steel. I think it's mostly on Thursdays to do their lives. I always try to stop by if I can. I missed it last week, guys. I'm going to try to make it this week. I apologize. I was so busy I didn't even have time to work on my own stuff, in fairness to me. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. Who else did we check out this week? We got our buddy Cody. He just went over to his uncle's and was checking out that what was that? A Dodge you were looking at? Was a 69? Is that what it was, Cody? All right, he had that going on. All right. Let's see who else we got here. I don't want to miss anybody. I want you guys. Well, I can't forget. I just brought up Possum Speech. He just did a video on Southeast Gassers at the race this past week, man, and a heck of a job covering that. They ought to pay you to do that, man. Did a heck of a job. Let's see, somebody's beeping me over here. What's going on? Oh, that's my buddy Bub. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. I don't want to miss any of my buddies, man. I just want you guys to know I watch all your stuff. I try not to forget anything. There you go. We got our buddy there, Shopcat. He just crossed over 300. What are you at now? Like 323? Yes. I'm always getting yelled at. All right, let's push some Shopcat, man. 360 today. See, there you go. He just had the video out Wednesday. I mean, he's doing good. We're all we got to lift each other up, man. You know, it's to the point where everybody has to mention each other. I mean, Don, you gave me a heck of a shout out this week. I appreciated it, man. I didn't feel like I had one in a while, and that one felt really good. And I appreciate that, man. I really do. So thank you. Publicly, thank you. That's the best thing we could do is lift each other up around here, man. Yeah. I think you're going to hit 500 before summer, Shop Cat. I know that was your goal. You had said I think you said it over at Chad. You were looking to get to 500 by. I think you're going to do better than that by summer, dude. You're on a roll now. Hey, man, you got me. You know what the thing is we all do it. I do it too. We all get fixated on subscribers. And it's views. It's like when I crossing a quarter million views was huge for me. I'm just a little channel. Sometimes people think I'm this big channel. I'm a little tiny channel, just like you guys, man. I only got more videos out so that you get a sub here, sub there, sub here, sub here. But what good are the subs if nobody's watching, right? So it's the views, and you saying that it got me a bunch of views, man, and I bet you I think it's about 10, 12 subscribers. I appreciate it, man. But it's like the views. It's like people flocked over and checked out a few of my videos, man. I got a little more traffic than I normally get. And that's the thing you guys got to remember and look at. Are you getting traffic? If somebody mentions you, if somebody, because sometimes guys will come over and check it out, and it's not that they don't want to subscribe. Sometimes they forget and just move on. I'll see that guy again. Remind them when you put a video out. They say remind them, so remind them. But it's traffic, man. At least for me, it is. I get excited when somebody decides to watch my video. All right, Pap, enjoy supper, man. Take it easy, brother. I appreciate you stopping by, dude. No channel Howie. Make a channel, Howie. Have some fun. There you go. Everybody knows who Howie Mook is. You'll probably have 1,000 subscribers in a week if you build a channel because everybody knows who you are. They'll hear, oh, Howie got a channel, and we'll all come over and check it out. Even if you just do a walk around to your car. You know, Gorney made a channel. He doesn't really make videos much. I mean, he does a lot of Instagram, but he's got a couple videos on YouTube. And we're all over there. We all went over and he's got some cool videos. I mean, he's got like three or four car videos, but he does a lot on Instagram. I get in trouble for reading the comments, but I didn't read the comments. Yeah, it would, dude, because I mean, his gasser's just crazy cool. That's one of the only things I'm really looking forward to when I get the back window. And he sent them decals to all us guys. I'm putting it up in there. There's like a few. There's like you're going to be on there, Don. It's like there's a few YouTube channels that are just going on the car. My favorites. Reading that comments so much fun. Even getting yelled at on YouTube. At first, it phases you, but after a while, you don't care. I got some goofball that always comes over just to try to throw an insult or whatever. I just laugh and I comment back. I don't care, dude. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I do it for fun. I know. If you don't like what I'm doing, why do you keep watching it? It's a fair question, right? Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I do, Ron. you know, I just like to hang out and talk about cars too, man, just like everybody else. Yeah, Gorney has that taste. He knows exactly. It's just he knows exactly how to put it together, man. You know, and he was tortured. He was on the fence. He wasn't sure if he was going to paint that car or leave it. You know, in its at least that's what he said a couple of years ago. He wasn't sure if he wanted to paint it or just leave it in, the what do they call that? The patina look. It's like you can't paint a car like that. It's only ever going to look like that once. Like the decision was made for me before I even bought the car. It was in primer gray and it was nothing but mud hiding my there was no patina for the car, you know. So my decision was made for me, hot rod black. With a lot of decals on it and homemade paint decals. Not there'll be a few stickers on the windows, just like I just said. But after that, it's going to be all paint. It's going to be all old school hand brushed paint, and it's not going to be as nice as Dennis's. When I say nice, it's not going to be as perfect, neat because Kim and I are doing it. We're just regular people. We're not sign painters, you know. We're not going to pay somebody to come over and do it. We're going to trace it onto the car the best we can, and we're going to paint it. It's going to be what it is. And I'm sure a couple mean spirited people will come out of the woodwork like they always do, and I'm still not going to care. I'll have to check it out, Howie. I know there was Orange Crate on there for a while. Remember that car? It had the 427 in it, doing all the wheel stands. The guy used it for a couple. I think his son built it at his fab shop, and the guy just buried that thing every time he took it to the track. I can't tell you how many axles I read that he put on there. That was called the Orange Crate. This is called the Orange Peel. Have to check it out. Oh, thanks, Gordon. I appreciate that, buddy. All right, let's see. Jaws always got something going on, man. I stop by to check him out every once in a while. He just kind of disappeared off the face of the earth, man. I don't think he comes over and checks our channel out anymore. I don't know. Anyway, guys, we're down to the last 2.5 minutes. I mean, I've been neglecting to say my goodbyes to everybody. Not neglecting. It's just like we run out of time every week. So I told myself this week I'm going to give myself 2 minutes instead of just one. We got a steady, cool crowd been coming in here for a while, and it's really cool. And it's all the same guys, the same players. We got a really good community happening here. It's awesome that we all support each other, right? Uh-oh, my little buddy came down too. He's coming down to say bye to everybody. I wasn't sure who that was. There's my little bud. All right. So we're gonna start our goodbyes off just right. Brian Kinneran, you're always welcome here. You always come here. I appreciate it. Same to you, Shop Cat. Don's Hot Rod Garage. Can't say enough nice things about you. We got Cody in the house, always here for us. Good people. Terry Moot, outstanding. Floyd, I appreciate you. I hope you stay well, brother. All right. Be thinking about you. Henry, as always, I appreciate you from down there in Big Easy. Our buddy one. Your friendship's important to us, buddy. What? She's yelling for the dog, and the dog's down here with me. I thought she was talking to me. Robbie, I appreciate you. Tony, I really appreciate your friendship for coming in, man. Rusty Iron Projects. Dan from Dee Speed Shop, as always. I hope you're still here, buddy. Thanks a lot. Forsaken Steel, Junkers and Clunkers. Thanks for being here, buds. All right.
Hi, Gordon.
You guys got a quick peek at Kim before we sign off. Gordon Walker, thanks for always watching our videos and hanging out with us. I'm going to work to get you those stickers this week, bud. Montana Garage, thanks for stopping by, brother. I appreciate you. All right. Hubby's Garage, thank you for coming in. Big job, Ford Ron. I hope I didn't forget anybody. Mark from Hedgeville, West Virginia. Uh, let's see. Who else? Mike Mays, thanks for coming in. Tony, thanks for coming in. Trying to find everybody that's been chatting. I'm trying to get all the names out there I can. Y'all know who you are, and I appreciate every single one of you, man. I really, really do. You guys, you guys make my week every week, and you're going to continue to do so as long as you keep showing up. We're just going to keep hanging out and talking about hot rods. All right. So until next week, take care, everybody.